me feeling like this whole time that I've been crying out for somebody to hear it, but it's almost like people are just like jokers. It's just a joke, it's a smile, you know, they're all looking, but no, like, and it's just like, what the heck is going on here? Like, where is the love, or where's the justice? Are these people even still, you know, is there any good left? I'm not sure. But I feel like whatever this was to run out of a statute of limitation. I feel like there is a whole lot of fucking money that's been taken from me. And then only to poke fun or used on other feminine. Something happened here. And then to sit there and poke fun and rub it in as well. Seeing me starving for whatever, just the truth, or fucking food sometimes, you know, and being treated harshly by those who are in the home with me, where it's never been that way. But I'm telling you, the ancestors and there is a higher power that has been here. There's no way to even be able to be doing what I'm doing right here with y'all today and speaking of this like this if it wasn't for a higher supreme power. I think a lot of people don't make it to this side of the bridge. I don't know why I keep hearing the bridge to Terabithia. I did like that. Maybe I should watch it again. Maybe it's trying to tell me something. But at the end of the day, and I knew who these people, I could see these people for who they were, what they were doing. I just didn't understand why. Yes, it says it in the Bible, but I want to know the rest of why. It's funny because then there was that thing that Ted Cruz did with that chart, which I thought was pretty neat, that chart. And it's almost like this thing with Hawkins or whatever, because whenever these people I would spot out different readers or different people that I could see in my energy. I would write their name down because I feel like it's something also about your visual, in hopes that God can see this, to take this person, not to kill them, not to harm them, right? There's been a couple times I flared up and said, oh, I just want, you know, off with their head, because I'm a fun person. I'm theatrical. Like, I'm just, you know what I'm saying? So sometimes I could be like a drama queen in the moment or whatever, right? But really, that if people want to comment about what I'm writing, that's what it is. It's a list of, God, can you please take these people? These people are hurting me. And I'm just being obedient. And I'm somebody that's a strong, like, I'm like maybe a very brutish person when it comes to, you know, I have been in my life at some times. So maybe I don't like to be crying, and then to feel like, how long are these people going to be able to be looking at me if they're looking at me? Oh, they just want to see me cry. And so it makes you feel some other kind of way when you do cry. But I'm not going to not cry if I need to not heal. You see what I'm saying? I feel like whatever this is, the positive thing about it is it has altered some people to make them change. Hopefully. To say, damn, we might be did this to a person that's not even that bad. You see? And now these people may not be able to. Now, this is not me. I know there's others like me out there. And now these people may not be able to walk into this new, but to let them get away, I feel like that's what's been bothering me so much the past. Because I'm like, wait a minute. These people actually think that they're going to do that to me and other people, and they're going to get away with it? Oh, no. Maybe that works for somebody else that's used to being played like that, but they picked the wrong, right person this time. And that's the thing. But when somebody knows that you're cut off and you don't have support, or they can hold on to your finance, that's why they did this thing with this job the past couple of months here. This is almost about to go on 4 months. 4 months of not working. This is why they needed to dwindle this down. And I feel bad because I could be That's the thing. If this person was out there doing that or whatever, I mean, as long as it wasn't nothing like, you know, illegal or crazy or whatever. But if this person was, you know, because I think we're talking about adolescence or child porn. I also think that maybe these people are actually also talking about earthly masters, however you want it. That's people that's going to be exalted over regular commoners, peasants, and servants in the caste or class. So this might even be these people watching these people and maybe having a nice time seeing something. It may not be, again, pertain. This is just my opinion. It's what I see in my mind when I get these visions, because I feel like somebody is saying, wait a minute, I need you, because it takes me back to the Nag Hammadi when that young child, it was a young woman that was impregnated, but it was through in vitro. All right. That was one thing. And then the fact that there was a clip, I heard somebody saying something like, they still like to watch certain things. I think it was on a TV show they was on or something. And they said, no, I like to watch this particular type of women or whatever. But, I think that somebody was trying, I could see this person's demeanor in that clip. And it's almost like that person wasn't aware of the questions that they was being asked. Same thing, I seen somebody on Ellen one day, and it seemed like they wasn't in their right mind when they was on that interview. Same thing when I'm doing these videos, and I clearly said what I said, and I know there's somebody listening, but when I maybe be watching something later on, it's like the person just took what I said and totally twisted around. Or, that's not what I was meant when I said, and I didn't say it. That's why I did that FU video thing yesterday, because I realized that's what some major networks or some major people may be doing. So I feel like God is telling me, wait, see, because even the one that was pierced, this is making me think somebody is trying to get somebody caught up into a case. And they're calling it one thing, but that's because we're not looking at wholly what that really means. And that's the miseducation of everybody by not being taught how to read a dictionary properly or about etymology at all. And these things are with how and when these words, even legalese or a law dictionary. I mean, it's hectic. But these people, again, behind the scenes, they know they know that there's a different lingo. You know what I'm saying? But we don't. So I wonder, why is that hidden? Why didn't we just teach it that way for the first, so we can all be on the same page? There must be some advantage to us not being on the same page. And so, what was I saying? So anyway, somebody being pierced, okay? And I told y'all for the past week or two I've been on guard, but protecting myself because I feel like a hurt is coming, because I feel like somebody's trying to hurt somebody or whatever. And so it made me think that, like, again, some people talking about they probably can't see their children and stuff like that. Somebody's withholding them. So it just made me think that somebody's trying to make it seem like something that somebody is doing is mannish, but it's so that they can have access to the child, so they can let something mannish happen to the child. And we know mannish is one of the words your grandma used to use. So that got to be, listen, I don't know where that just came from. I mean, the situation is not funny, but that just cracked me up to say mannish, because that had to be, that was grandma. That was grandma. It's almost like that just made me think about the Aquarius, because I think she is an Aquarius, and the star card energy. And I haven't felt her presence in a while now. So this must be something. They want not revenge, but they want something. They want something revealed about this. They want something, and I've been, I felt like at that time I was crying out for help, like a better understanding. Like maybe some people that know about, these Anunnaki, these Nephilim, like these different, beings or whatever, and things like this. Someone, maybe this ain't something that somebody that is a reporter or something would be able to help with, or somebody that is a profit, or, but just thinking, not even realizing about possession, or that people could be possessed really for real, like. But I feel like this part right here might be talking about trying to make somebody out to be, a pervert that actually just enjoys. Because it's saying now that you have, I think the person said something like, now that you have daughters, does it change the way that you view something? And they said, no, I still pay attention. Something. Now, these are not exact words. But, see, oh, there it goes. See, that's the sexual immorality or the idol worship. It's about cross-contamination, damn near. So somebody has daughters, but they have a daughter, right? But they want to have their cake and eat it too, so they're going over this. It's almost like that. Having a daughter, like these daughters are for you to raise up or whatever. Okay, now you got your own tribe or whatever. But you go to the other tribe next door, to your homie's tribe all the time, because it's a little bit more crazy over there. You know what I'm saying? And so I'm trying to lighten the load a little bit, okay? But also we got to keep it real that this might be other things. Anyway, it goes, it's unjust. So if you want to talk about Hebrew and how serious these people were about, their so-called culture or the way they conducted themselves, it would be, because I'm thinking about the female that was kidnapped or whatever from her tribe by the one dude that wanted to marry her. So yeah, like I said, on that note, but it's still possibly inappropriate in certain states, even though maybe that you should watch somebody when they're not aware. All right. Now, given some of these fathers or some of these father figures or these energies may have just wanted to watch out for their children because they didn't want anybody getting to them. And once somebody gets to them and defiles them, so there's all different aspects. Some of these people probably were working together at one time and stumble across something, their father's nakedness. Do you see what I'm saying? And because they stumbled across their father's nakedness, the other person was cursed. So this is what I'm saying. Cursed be Canaan. Okay. So, it's like I'm gonna have to go back to that. Like I always tell y'all, I don't always have, I wish I had help or something like that to do this kind of work, but I don't, unfortunately. But it was always like, why did he jump from this brother to go and say that cursed be Canaan? So this make me think like somebody was jealous, or they hated somebody, or they wanted something to happen to somebody anyway, and they used that opportunity. See, so when it comes to these immoralities, when it comes to these different tribal things here, okay? Because these people, I know I would detect that this Janice energy is more spiritual than religious. And religious is just basically like the obsessing or overindulgence, or over like something you do like ritual, like a ritualistically or something of that nature, I believe. So again, I think some of these women use that as an advantage to, and maybe that's why they gave it that sentence, because they needed it to only be for a certain amount of time while these people were gathering up all these things that they were stealing or these things that they were doing. Right? And then maybe I noticed on that board, it was somebody last name Stewart that got 47 months or something, where everybody else was like 6 or 3 or like a little bit of months or whatever. And so it made me think, like I said, these people were benefiting. This was allotting people, because it's funny, because there's a Hawkins person, a pearl. They're supposed to be the pearl of God. And that's the thing. It's almost like all of God's people just turned against him, her, or, you see what I'm saying? Or they were coming to help, but they actually just wanted to see what they can take. It's like looking in the gold mine, like, oh my goodness, this is the jackpot. And everybody just came in to take. And actually leave somebody, like this person never got to taste their abundance. They never got to taste any part of their inheritance or their wealth or anything. Everybody else got a piece. They got zero and got left. Matter of fact, the family is shred apart, everything. So this is that Five of Pentacles energy. This is an animosity. This is somebody that has something personal. They have a conflict of interest with somebody. If they have a conflict of something with somebody, then you best believe they're going to get the other people are going to get a lighter sentence. Because again, this is for somebody, it's like how to get away with murder. Damn. It's like How to Get Away with Murder. I never watched the show, but I'm just, the title is kind of catchy. It goes with what we're saying. I feel like this person have been maybe forced to watch or wanted to watch or have been watching me on whatever device or however for maybe about 15 years. Maybe even in cahoots with somebody that I know or was close to me, or again, one of these people that may be playing the role of husband or something like this, okay, for a very long time. Never even allotting me time to, I feel like this might be the person that may have passed on for some reason. Not even allowing me the time to be around this person. And now I feel like there's this heaviness because people don't want me to talk about it because they don't want me to realize what they really stole from me. And that some of this stuff, that person could have even been holding on to me from other situations for certain special things that might have to do with a child. And they took advantage. And that building that somebody sold, for me, I feeling like it's a building that I was sent a vision about and a dream about that would belong to maybe even an inheritance to my oldest. And, you know, somebody that I knew a long time ago for a brief moment, and we had a very heavy connection. And, you know, this person had come looking for me from time to time throughout my family. And I feel like somebody got a hold of something that this person may have left. There was a place that he told me about his family owning it. And I don't know why. These people, I feel like whatever energy is around make me feel bad about bringing these things up. Like, again, I feel like people are having a change of heart. Possibly. I don't know. Because even, you know, that's why I be trying to tell people don't take it personal, the bitter and the sweet. And that's why I don't hold grudges either. Because, you know, you never know what's going on. Now seeing it from this aspect, you never know. You never know, man. But people do have to be tried for harmful, you know, actual things. But if they didn't do those particular things and they did something else in the likeness of that, and to go to jail falsely for that, it's kind of, you know, it's kind of wrong. So I can see, like, even in this instance, I can see, but this person should be prepared to explain it that way. And they should be free to explain it this way. If this person knows it this way, they should be able to explain it this way. The fact that they can't, it makes me wonder then what type of, because it's funny, we're using these terms, images, pedophile images. Not actions, but images. Okay? So, again, there's something that happened to me a couple weeks ago. My daughter is young, right? She's a young mother. And we were talking on screen, on like a whatever, screen time or whatever. I don't know, you know, because I don't know about that stuff. I don't really, you know, we was talking on like a live chat, whatever this thing is. And she said, the baby was with her, right? And I was talking to her or whatever, but she was showing the baby because the baby was flopping around, acting up or whatever. I guess she was getting dressed and everything. And then I was sitting there talking to her, but it's just normal for me being a woman that has spent my entire adulthood raising children. To have a child taking off their diaper, running around, and you have to, you know, so it's just normal for me. But I realized we was on camera. You know what I'm saying? I realized that I didn't, after I realized she's not here in person where I'm, I realized that we're on camera and somebody else could be watching this, or somebody else could be doing. And then I was like, what are you doing? Put her some clothes on, like, and I don't know, it made me feel some kind of way because that would be considered, right?